Hey everybody, and welcome back. For those of you just joining us, this is Tattoo Collectables, and I'm your host, Airick. And this is the opener for our Season 3. Now, I've been saying forever, if I can just get 500 subscribers, I'll do another giveaway. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. We hit 500 subscribers a week or so ago, and I got together what I think is a pretty darn fine giveaway. So stay tuned to the end of this video and find out what I'm giving away. You won't be sorry that you did. And we've got some mail to go through today, and let me tell you, it's the best mail I've ever got. So check this out.
What's in the mail?
So, today I'm gonna go through some mail, some good and some bad. So I'm gonna give you the bad first. So, I sent off for what I thought was a couple volumes of a Sailor Jerry book. Now, these books normally go for anywhere from $260 to $460. They're going crazy right now, and with good reason, because they're great books. This was the ad. I'll show you the ad on eBay. You tell me what you think. But this was the original ad. Here was the original title. It buried in that title is that it is the cover. So I go, I see these and the picture looks great. I'm like, right on. I order them, and actually I paid $92 for this. I'm about to show you. I've already opened them, and I'm kind of sorry I didn't wait for you guys to open them, because you should have seen my face when I opened these. And then I go back and I did what I always tell you not to do. I didn't thoroughly read the description. And this particular seller hid this way down in the description. I would have had to open the description to see it. And then when it gets here, there we go. It is just the covers. He has cut out everything between the covers, and this one's actually cut in half. No flash in these, just strictly the cover. When I went to read on with the, there's volume 2. When I went to read on with the description, because I was like, this cannot be right, I saw in the description way down that, in fact, he had cut everything out of it. So, these cost me $92. Free shipping though, which was pretty nice. So, I mean, I don't think these are worth $92 at all, even close. I think maybe 10 a piece, because they do have some nice Sailor Jerry flash on them. They do have some pretty sweet acetate pictures inside of them. And what I'm gonna end up doing with them, instead of trying to send them back and causing this guy a bunch of trouble, especially in these times, I'm just gonna let it go. Everybody makes mistakes, and this was one of mine. I thought I would share that with you guys. I thought it was, well, at first I thought it was kind of poopy. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, buyer beware. I'm saying that all the time on the show, and even I get caught every now and then with some less than reputable stuff. So the person who sent that, you know who you are, and so you should start explaining them a little bit better. Now I'm gonna get out my Mr. Domo Tennessee fighting knife. If y'all aren't familiar with what this is, back a couple episodes and you'll see exactly what this is, where I got it, and who makes them. He's pretty awesome. I just heard from him, and later on in the show today you'll actually see what I heard from him, and it's pretty nice. So let's see what this package is. It's been so long since I've filmed that packages have been just piling up around here, and I try not to open them without you guys, because I want you to get a true reaction. Nothing in the envelope, I always check. I want you to get a true reaction from me, and these are in here really well. Love it when they do that. All right, these are pretty darn nice. Now, I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on these, but I thought that they were super cool. Now, these are Shotzi Gorman tattoo cards. This is a really nice one. It's from Shotzi's, let's see where that's from Haledon, New Jersey. And I bet he's still there. He's been there for a grip. These are both from his New Jersey shop. This is actually his healing instructions, and it's a double-sided. I love these double-sided. They look so cool. And then on the front of it, it says Shotzi's Tattoos on a champagne bottle. I'll get you way better shots of those. These are pretty awesome. Now, Shotzi's still with us, thank God. He did, I believe, the Tattoo Advocate back in the day. If you haven't seen the Tattoo Advocates, you can get them as a PDF online. If you want to actually own the physical book, Huck Spalding Enterprises still has them, so you can order them through them pretty cheap. So I would suggest that because they're filled with like great history and stuff. These Shotzi Gorman cards, I paid about $7 for both of them. I'm gonna put a tentative value on these at $10 a piece. Shotzi is one of those. Shotzi is one of those legends in this industry that without him, the industry would be sadder for it. So definitely, while you can get these, get them because they're easily attainable right now. But as everyone, Shotzi's getting up there in age. Knock on wood, he's around forever. But get him while you can. All right, so this is the second to the last package, and because it is a British package, I bet a lot of you already know what's coming. You're almost getting sick of seeing these, I would imagine. But this is what I plan on giving away when we have 1,000 subscribers. So, this is the In Town Tonight set. Now, it's always easier to get these cards in the set, Jiminy Christmas. It's not always easier to get them out of the packaging. People do not want things to happen. I don't blame them, I wouldn't either. So, this is the In Town Tonight set from the 1930s. This is not the remake, this is the originals. And honestly, I'm going to find the standout card in here because you all know that there's one standout card and it's number 7. And usually they have these in order, just so you know that you've got all of them. I'm not sure that these do. 25. Number 7. And there it is. George Burchett. That is a George Burchett card, and this one is gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. It is perfectly centered and the margins are beautiful. Everything's beautiful about this card. It's from the 1930s, so I mean it's pushing 100 years old, as are the rest of these cards. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these cards, all of them, back into this package just as I found them. And then when we hit 1,000 subscribers, that will be part of the new giveaway, will be that George Burchett that you just saw. It's a gorgeous 1930s card. And I'm even gonna throw in the rest of the In Town Tonight set. A lot of people I know like to display them all at once, like all together as a collection, which I'm sure would look beautiful. I just honestly, I ain't got the space. I am running out of wall space around here. So, couple weeks ago, I see on eBay, there is a Buster and a Dudley. Now, for those of you who are not in the know out there, in 1986, Lyle Tuttle cast a couple different big silver biker rings. One of them was called Buster, one of them was called Dudley, and they're both marked inside the jaw as to what they are. Now, Dudley has a bottom jaw. That's how you can tell it's a Dudley. Buster is missing his bottom jaw and has kind of an Elvis snarl to one side of his jawline, which I love that detail. So, in 1986, these both came out. Tuttle sold them in his shop. He didn't sell many of them. From what I hear, there was between 50 and 100 of each of these made, which in the grand scheme of collecting is very rare. Last week I see both of these come up on eBay. Dudley came up for $1,650 and Buster came up for $1,500. Now, I know that we lost the man last year. I know there'll never be any more of these rings. But I feel that at this point, that is a little too much. I've talked to people who have received these rings. One of the big greats in this industry I met at Tuttle's 70th, Brian Everett. He was wearing one. He said that his was given to him from a customer who found it at a flea market. So like these are out there. But the people who have them and are in the know tend not to sell them. Now, when I saw this online, I was taken back because these are my white whale. These are what I've always looked for as far as a Tuttle collector. So we let it sit online for about a week at $1,650 and got no bites, obviously, because that is an outrageous price for these. And then he dropped it to $1,150. Now, when he had them at $1,650, I made him an honest offer. Honest offer for these is $1,000 each. That's what you should be offering on these rings. That's what they're worth, depending on condition. Now, if you see one that's halfway worn down, like I saw one, and I'll show you a picture. Here it is here. And I won't tell you who owns this one because it might embarrass him, but this one is in lesser condition. You can tell this one has been well loved. It has been worn probably since 1986, honestly. But it's worn down a little bit. I personally would not give $1,000 for that particular ring. Now, that being said, the ring in question was in such great condition that I actually took a picture of it and started painting it in oils. Then I made him another offer. Once he dropped it to $1,150, I made him another offer, another honest offer of $1,000. And it was an automatic turn down from eBay because I think he'd set a setting in there. But he caught it fairly quickly and he sent me an email. And he said, if you want this at $1,000, you can have it. So I bought it. It didn't take 5 days for this thing to get here. It got here so quick, I thought he might have taken up residence in my mailbox. But when it came, it was in a little, and honestly, folks, I had to open this. Like you can understand that. I had to open this. It's he said it's a size 12, which I know someone else who's a size 12. So when it got here, it was in a little gold box, and then it was in this. It was in this little blue pouch. Now, I have bought other jewelry, for you grammar Nazis out there. I have bought other jewelry from Tuttle before, and from him. And they always come in these tiny little bags. He always makes sure that they are in little tied velvet bags. Boom. This is the 1986 Dudley. And I will get you some great pictures of this one. This is in a beautiful, probably beyond beautiful condition. It's got a couple of pop marks in the cheek, but I think that those may have been in there originally. It's in such great condition that I was floored by it, you know? So when it showed up, I took it out of the package and looked at it, and everybody in the shop inspected it, you know? And it's got all the ear markings. There are 3 signatures on this. I'm gonna show you 2 of them. And if you have one and you're wondering where the 3rd one is, it's pretty easy to find, but there is a 3rd one on there. So if you're wondering if yours is authentic, which I'm sure it is, go and look for that 3rd signature. Now, then I slipped this ring on, and it just happened to fit me perfectly. Now, if that isn't some kind of luck, I don't know what is. You know, and I was doing the painting of it and thinking, you know, and oftentimes with me, if there is something so expensive out there that I can't own it or have it, I will either draw a charcoal of it or do a painting of it or something, so I can have some part of it anyway, you know, in my life. So, and that's what I was doing with this when the offer came through. and floored me. So these Buster and Dudley rings are from 1986. They are getting some age to them, like I said. I wouldn't pay any more than $1,000 for these, and that's for a pretty good condition one. That is top condition. Now, this one was purchased in 1986 from Lyle in his shop by this guy while he was out there on vacation. He knew what it was even then. Like, Tuttle had a mystique about him even in the 80s. Like, he'd been around forever. The guy knew what this was. He knew what it would one day be worth, so he never wore it. He left it in this little bag. He put it into a vault along with Buster and never wore them. Now, I don't have that kind of wherewithal. I have to put it on. It'll never be out of the room that I'm in for the rest of my life. I can guarantee that. So, like I said, these are worth between $750 and $1,000. Now, the $750, the lower end of the scale, you'll be able to compare them. Collect the pictures. There's like 7 or 8 pictures. There'll be a lot more after today because I'm going to put a bunch of pictures of this up. Compare them to the pictures. This one is in new old stock condition. But compare them and see what kind of condition they're in. If they're in poor condition, $750, $800 max. If they're in excellent condition, $1,000 is absolutely top dollar on these. So if you're out there looking and you go to find one, you do find one. That's what I would stick to. That's about what they're worth. So I also wanted to give this week a shout out to a good friend of mine, or he's rapidly becoming a good friend of mine, Mr. Domo. Now, Mr. Domo knew it was my birthday a couple weeks back. Sent me this great letter, which I will keep in my archives. And he sent me a couple things for my birthday this year. He sent me these 2 pieces of hand-drawn tattoo flash. Now, these are both from the 80s, and they are awesome. They will be displayed in my shop, and I think I am rapidly becoming the largest collector of Domo out of the state of Tennessee. He also sent me this gorgeous handmade belt buckle. Look at that. Tell me that is not the cat's meow, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is maybe the coolest gift that I have ever received. Definitely one of them. Definitely up there with the tippy tops. Thank you, Mr. Domo. I can't even begin to express how much I like this. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there before we signed off for the week. Again, thanks, Mr. Domo, and anybody near Humboldt, Tennessee, stop in and see old Mr. Domo and tell him that we sent you from Tattoo Collectables. That's what we had in the mail. I know this first mail day is pretty impressive. It's going to be hard to beat the rest of 3rd season, but we've got some other stuff coming, so stay tuned on that. Okay, I said that if we hit 500 subscribers, that I was going to do a giveaway, and I'm a man of my word. We've hit 500. I am going to give away this ticket to the Lyle Tuttle 70th. Now, this is an unused ticket. I got this when I ordered some stuff from the Lyle Tuttle collection. It came as an extra, and I already have one that's already punched 3-day because I was there. And so this is one thing that you're going to get. But wait, there's more. I went to see Tuttle in 2011, November 5th, on a Saturday. We closed the shop down and all of us went. He did this deep ink tattooed legend, Lyle Tuttle. He did this little talk, and you can find the film for it here on YouTube. Dave Sloan put this on. Invited Tuttle to town, did a big talk at the IMA, and it was great. You can find that here on eBay. You can find that here on YouTube. But this was the flyer that they gave away at that event. I picked up an extra. That's going into the giveaway. So far it's a pretty awesome Tuttle giveaway. Now we're gonna switch it up a little here. Recently, I ordered a poster from a buddy of mine in Louisville, Gerald Tidwell. If you don't know Gerald, check out humantree.com. That's his website. He's awesome. he sent me this badass print, and I already had one. I thought that what I had was a promo, but it turns out it was the actual print. So here's an extra print signed by the man himself. And this is just an awesome, this one's called Mom. It's got a big tattoo machine on it. I love this print, and I'm hoping that you're gonna love it too. Now, the last thing I'm giving away, and I've got 3 of these available, 3 extra after this. So if you want one of these, I will tell you how to get one. These, I made these a few years back. These are, it's my collection of Sailor Jerry Swallow's Flash. And like, I have all these in my collection, so I made a book. And it's, I believe it's 50 pages. Let me see, I believe it's 50 pages, but there is, all kind, and I made them 11 by 14, so they're the actual size of Flash. You can cut these out, display them up in your shop. And some of these sheets he's done in here are tribute sheets to other, like this one is for Iwo Jima Eddie. But he did these traditional tattoo tribute sheets for some other people. I always thought that was awesome. I'm gonna give this away. This is a $100 book. If you would like to have a volume of this, like I said, I've got 3 left. I didn't make that many of them. I think I made 7 or 8 of them. I made them mainly for us here at the shop. Here's how you get one. Go over to the GoFundMe for Sailor Jerry Swallow. Give a $100 donation. Send me proof that you did it, and postage. And if you cover the postage, I'll send it to you for just the proof that you gave $100 to the Sailor Jerry Swallow. Sailor Jerry's having a rough time right now. He's on a fixed income. He cannot tattoo anymore. His roof has caved in. He lives in Canada, for God's sake. Gotta have a roof. So if you would like to help out and get something super cool that was drawn by him, DM me on our Instagram page, and I'll get back with you on that. And you show me that you made a donation, and I'll shoot one of these out to you just for the postage of sending it. All right. So next week that will be happening. We will draw the winner for that. Here's how you enter. Comment down below. Everyone that puts a comment down below, I will put them on the wheel. Next week, we are going to spin that wheel, and somebody is going to get all that stuff. So, that is it for what I have for you this week. Here's what I want you to do, and I'm sure a lot of you already know this. I want you to stay safe. I want you to be nice to each other, and I want you to keep on collecting. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. And please hit the subscribe button down below and check out these videos. We worked real hard on these too, and I think if you enjoyed this one, you'll enjoy those too.